step he made all day.
Yeah, his emotions probably weren't, you know, quite channeled in the right direction, which is understandable. He's not a robot. Everyone's prone to a little bit of tilt now and again.
Well, it's an emotional game. I think the best players in the world are able to, you know, persevere in the face of adversity. You know, I mean, I think, you know, when you're talking about, like, let's say you take the top 500 players in the world. You know, technically their games are probably very similar. They all know what to do. They all know what the right plays are and everything like that. But it's, you know, the players that have good bankroll management, the players that, you know, can stay emotionally grounded, you know, not to get too high, not get too low, that are really successful in this game.
Still make the, you know, the right decision. The
in the face of
after, in the face of
you know, missiles being thrown at your face and you're not sure what's going on, you're still making the right decision.
Go.
So we had another raise, Heinzelman raise from the bottom, min raise again. Elder defended.
And once again, it's a small little bet. Heinzelman always kind of, he bets small on the flop. And see if he fires a second bullet. It looks like he is.
Yeah. But if he's repping the ace, he's going to bet the flop, he's going to bet the turn. And it's enough to convince Elder that he's no good, and he lets it go. Heinzelman gradually creeping his way back to level, pegging.
I mean, I still think Heinzelman can win this. I mean, I still think if you were asking me to, if you're forcing me to bet on one of these players, and I'm not a betting man, I would put my money on Heinzelman.
Not a bad shout. Seeing as he's heads up, you've got a good chance.
Yeah, I mean, even with the chip disadvantage.
But they're so deep that he can still really easily get back in there.
Yeah, well, it just seems like, I mean, it seems like he's got control of the match, even though, you know, Elder's obviously played very, very well.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from Elder. I mean, you're talking about two world-class players. 9-8 deuce, a couple of hearts out there. Raise, and a call from Heinzelman. Heinzelman checks. Elder checks as well now. Checks the turn, and the jack of clubs peels off. And looks like Heinzelman is going to bet this. A lot of times Elder will check behind the flop, do a little bit of pot control.
170.
I'm not sure if you're doing that on a 9-8 deuce with a couple of hearts out there, though.
Just sort of board, he could easily get check raised on.
It's a matter of, you know, if you've got an 8, you know, do you really want to give a card off? You just don't know where you're at when a queen or a jack.
Even with king high, he's probably got some showdown. Thinks he's got some showdown value.
Yeah.
Let's see how the hand develops. The way Heinzelman's been playing has been uber aggressive, so to open up the betting to him on a coordinated board like that. Heinzelman's button again.
Hand 147, the final table.
Go. That must have been a really bad hand.
I mean, I think Heinzelman is probably opening the top 90% of his range.
Yeah.
I mean, he's folding 9 deuce, 8 deuce, 7 deuce, 6 deuce, you know, 8-3, 9-3. I mean, those are pretty much it, you know, those kind of hands.
Yeah. Thank you. Va bene così, Max? Basta. Fold.
2 walks in a row. First time we've seen that since heads up started, I believe.
Well, the blinds are still, I mean, they're relatively small compared to their stacks. I mean, these players have a lot of play.
Very deep.
You know, it's not, I mean, if you just don't play a couple of hands, it's not going to be the end of the world.
No, it's true. I mean, well, the structure on the EPTs these days is so good anyway.
Oh,
but when the final table only takes 5 hours to get to heads up, then you know you're going to be super deep. Makes for great poker.
Raise 320.
And there's the raise on the button. Once again, the min raise. And he's going to take it. And these players have kind of settled down a little bit.
I don't have change.
What a shocking hand. I mean, going back to that hand.
Nice.
9-7-6 flop with 2 hearts, and you get the absolute nuts against the bottom set. Oh, wow.
Get all the chips in miles in front and then still can't hang on.
I mean, Well, Elder had 10 outs, obviously. The board can pair, and obviously he can hit his 6.
Raise 320.
Raise on the button by Elder. Very quick call by Huntsman.
Am I the only one who's worried that trophy's going to just fall down?
I think so, yeah.
Queen, Jack, Jack.
Check.
It's a sturdy trophy. I think it can take it.
Check.
No, it's really heavy, actually. Not that I've ever actually held one, but I've been told by winners of the EPT. As far as I'm concerned, it's kind of like the Stanley Cup. I don't want to hold it until I win it.
Fair enough. You think you're a little bit past becoming an ice hockey star?
At this point, yeah, I'm probably not. I'm probably never going to win a Stanley Cup in my life. Was my dream growing up, though.
Okay, I think this is the flop.
Raise 600.
There's the raise.
King came on the turn. Heinzman's 175 has been raised up.
Yeah, now this was check on a flop. And now Heinzman leads out for 175, and Elder decides to raise the 650. Heinzman not going to go anywhere, though. He looks like he's actually going to be re-raising him.
Looks like it.
And he's talking about, you know, the leveling.
1.450.
So it's up to 1.45 million now.
Yeah. I mean,
Pounding the pressure back.
well, and you start thinking about, you know, what do these players have, and it's like, you know, Elder could be making a move thinking that Heinzman's got nothing, and Heinzman could be doing the same exact thing, or
yeah,
these players could both have legitimate hands.
Two big hands, I've got a feeling.
That's what it looks like. Pot now 3.5 million. The river.
Oh,
wow. 10 of spades. One liner to Broadway. Anybody with an ace would have a straight. It is a paired board out there, though.
Heinzman's looking down at his stack, indication that he looks like he wants to bet.
Yeah, normally he bets pretty fast. He's thinking about it though, and it looks like he's going to bet. Well, oh look, it looks like he's betting a full pot size bet here.
He's polarizing his range massively here.
3.75.
That's over the pot.
Yeah, I mean this is an over. This is a huge bet. And when you say polarize his range, how about our viewers with that? What are you trying to say that he has?
Either he's got the world or he's got nothing, and maybe like missed his.
And when you say the world, are you saying?
I'm saying he's either
full house.
I'm saying full minimum ace.
Minimum ace
but more
or
likely,
full house.
Yeah, it's a sort of king jack hand, or maybe he's hoping that the Elder has got an ace, or he thinks.
Or maybe
he's
Elder's got a
busted,
jack.
Yeah, or he's busted his flush draw, and he's Elder. Yeah, he could have a jack as well.
That is 3.075 million, just under the pot.
It's just under the pot.
Cool.
And he calls.
And he calls. Let's see.
Shut
And looks like he's good.
There was not much
Elder
reaction
did not.
from the
Elder did
players.
not like what he had. So let's get a peek at what the cards were.
non le ha girate, le ha muccate. Ma per regola
Oh,
le
Elder
può
won.
muccare.
Elder one actually. I think he mucked.
So
He mucked. So
okay,
as you-
maybe, I think
No.
maybe Elder just had an ace there.
Neanche uno dei due. Quindi
Wasn't worth him
le ha
raising.
muccate, non posso, cioè.
So basically, Heinzman, the last time he made
Ha
that,
vinto il
that pot size bet, he did have a full
postazione
house, didn't he? And he probably knew that Elder remembered that. So he thinks he can maybe get him to lay down an ace.
Well, it's exactly what you said. I mean, it's a minimum an ace, or more likely. I think Heinzman has a full house there or nothing at all.
Yeah, I think.
Because just the way the hand played out, it's difficult for him to have an ace there unless he's got specifically ace jack.
I think Elder just had two pairs there, so he made a really good call. So he just had the king. So he had kings and jacks. And how good a call is that?
Wow. Well, I mean, like
Two
you
pair
said
kings
though,
and jacks.
he's either got the world or nothing at all.
So he's got the bluff catcher.
320.
He's got a bluff catcher,
Which
and
you were chatting about earlier.
you can almost argue that Jack 9 trip jacks are the same as two pair.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't think that, I don't think Max is betting less than an ace there. To be honest with you, I don't even know if Max is betting an ace there.
No, I think he would bet an ace.
You put him on an ace, but it's just the way the hand played out. You'd almost assume that your opponent's got.
It's a little bit thin value, but I still think he would bet an ace.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you're probably right in the case. But
He
it's
might
just
not
one of
bet
those
that. He
spots
might not bet that much.
Yeah.
you know, what he's basically telling Elder there is that he's got a full house or minimum a jack, probably a full house, or absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So that's a brave call. So
And
now
the way the hand played out, obviously, Max just didn't think that Elder had anything, and Max was trying to take it away, and just unfortunately for him, got caught. King 3.
He has a 3-1 chip advantage now. So Elder's really taking control of this heads up.
Yeah. 350.
And Elder continues to fire back. I got to tell you, I'm wavering on my call.
Are you? You're being very result orientated, aren't you, David? So now Elder's your man?
No. I still think. I still think Max is probably a superior and more experienced heads-up player. Having said that, though, it's very difficult to overcome a 3-1 chip disadvantage.
Raise 320.
So the usual min raise from Heinzelman on the button.
Hey, if people, I know you obviously, we talked about your prowess as a poker journalist. If people want to follow you on Twitter, what can they follow you on?
It's the con.
Check.
So it's the _con.
Check.
CONV.
There you go. Board double pairs, Jack 7 with another 7 on the turn. This checked on the flop.
Sí.
Pot is 640. There's a bet and take it. Heinzelman gives it up. And if you want to follow me on Tuck on Sports.
I'll have to look you up. I don't follow you yet. Do you give some like NFL tips and advice as well?
I do NFL. I cover the NFL in the UK, and I cover NASCAR as well. So yeah.
What's your favourite sport? What's your number one sport if you had to pick?
Playing wise or watching?
Watching.
Watching. I love the NFL.
The NFL.
American football.
Yeah. Gridiron. For the technical side of things and all this.
Well, everything. I just think I love the strategy that's involved. It's strategy. It's got physical prowess. It's a little bit of everything. It's a chess match with monsters.
Lots of stats. You Americans love stats, don't you? You love your stats.
Yeah. Just to me, I love European football. I became a big fan when I was living in London. Having said that, though,
European football.
Thank you.
You mean like football?
Yeah.
Soccer. Football.
Raise 300.
Raise from Elder on the button. I love the game as much as I love I love basketball. I love NASCAR. I just think when it comes down to it, I think that American football offers the best of it all. 3-bet from Heinzelman, and he takes it down. And there aren't many sports that are both physical and intellectual at the same level. I grew up playing ice hockey and played in college, and ice hockey, while it is an intellectual game, there's probably more physical than it is intellectual.
Yeah.
But football, literally every single play, it's the defense trying to outsmart the offense, the offense trying to outsmart the defense, and staying one step ahead. I'll be in London in the fall. If there is an NFL season this year, there is a lockout right now. But if there's an NFL season, I will be in London covering it.
Is that lockout like contract talks and?
Yeah, the owners have locked out the players right now.
Okay. Happens a fair bit in the States, doesn't it? Happen with baseball and.
Occasionally, every once in a while, there's some labor strife.
320.000.
Raise from Heinzelman, 3-bet. It looks like, or did he just call? No, he just called.
Just feeling from the.
He grabbed like 6 chips. I thought he was going to 3-bet him, but he just calls him. Pot 640.
Okay.
Couple of hearts out there, 7-6 deuce.
Yeah.
Check.
And Heinzelman checks behind. That's rare. He's c-betting most flops, but he decides to.
350.
Hasn't got as many chips to play with now.
And he gives it up.
Maybe he's got to pick his spots a little bit more wisely now, rather than just a barrage of aggression that he could do with a 10 million plus stack.
I mean, he's still got about 45 big blinds.
Still got some good play.
Ripper Elder, one step closer to winning the trophy, the 930,000 euros.
I think he'll become the 4th Brit this year as well to win
bricks.
To win an EPT. I think we're the only country that have had a champion every season of the EPT, and this year.
Well, it's good that you guys are good at poker. You're not good at much else, are you?
Sarcasm. I think we can do sarcasm and irony a bit better than you.